A few weeks ago, Clint and I decided to go on a gold prospecting trip. Equipped with our metal detectors, we headed off onto a 1,700-kilometer journey into the Pilbara region of Western Australia. Our goal is to explore remote areas that have the potential to host undiscovered gold deposits.
Yes, first gold for the trip.
After a week into our trip, we only had a few tiny pieces of gold to show. On day 7, Clint finally unearthed the number of nuggets which he detected in a small area.
I've probably got a gram there. Thank goodness, after a week.
This was going to be the beginning of a nice-sized patch of gold.
I just got another target. Chrissy just got one at the same time, I think. That's her third. This is my fourth. There. Sounds pretty good. That sounds really good. It's probably a little half grammer. Not too bad. Chrissy's working up the top and she's going across like that, and I'm sort of working my way down, and I've got them yesterday right down to the creek, so I haven't been really that way to have a look, or that way.
I haven't really had any more targets until now, finally, and it's a decent one, decent sounding one anyway. Oh, I think I saw it. Yeah. Just a flat little bit. Made a lot of noise. I think that's number 4 or 3. 4, I think. It's definitely getting hot. The sweat is dripping off my face and my hair onto the gold here. Yeah, it's not easy getting it in these conditions.
We didn't get any rubbish in this area, so we were pretty certain to dig out another piece of gold with the next signal of our detectors.
There, I can see it. Quiet. There. Oh, it's so small. Have I got it? Yes. Another tiny little bit.
Got another good sounding one. Not far from where I got the last one just then. And sounds like Chrissy's onto something on the other side of the little wash. Hers sounds good too. I'll give you a listen to this one. Yeah, that sounds really good. We'll have a look. Have a look at that. Another probably 2 grammer, maybe a bit more. Not far from the last half a grammer. And Chrissy's on the gold too.
Okay, so this one here sounds really good. That'll be my biggest one yet. I think it's right on the edge. got it. Could see it in the hole. Yes. Definitely the biggest one yet for me. Probably just over a gram. Nice. I had to dig it a few times to get it out. Yeah, I think it's just a very motivating spot, and it's so good to see that these still exist. We call this a virgin patch, since it seems like nobody else has ever detected it.
Got another target. I wasn't going to bother going and get the camera, but dug down 4 inches and it's getting louder, so I'll give you a listen. I'll have a look. Oh, I can see it. Probably close to a gram. Fairly deep. So it's not too bad. That's what we want.
The patch continued to look promising, although the gaps in between the signals were becoming longer.
Oh, now I can see it. Hi?
Another one.
Tiny little bit.
What?
Yeah. I think this is the furthest one this way.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, it's noisy. But that's another little one I heard. I'm not sure how many I've got by now, but it is maybe close to 2 grams, if I'm lucky.
Of course, we had a lot of fun digging the gold, but the flies and the scorching heat made it impossible to work all day. To stay hydrated, we drank a minimum of 5 to 6 liters of water each.
I can see it. Yeah, this one wasn't hard to spot. It's nice and flat. Probably 0.3 of a gram. So I was basically just working the surroundings of the patch and got a few ones off it. At least we sort of know the perimeters now, so we could grid it a bit better. Clint already did one section. But yeah, I'm lucky if that's 2 grams in here, but we'll just put it on there. Oh, 4.5.
Not bad.
Yeah, that includes all those pieces, not only from here, but also from the first 2 spots, which was like tiny. So, yeah, 4 grams from here.
Not bad at all. What's your guess?
That is a lot. I'm gonna say that's probably close to 10 grams. I'm gonna go 9.2.
Bit over 10, I reckon, 11.5.
Ah, you said it's gonna be better than your
Yesterday, what was yesterday? 11.
11 something.
11. I reckon maybe 11.5.
I hope you're right.
We'll try it. Ooh, 3 grammer. 9.6. 10.7. 11.
Yeah, you.
11.1.
Yes.
good. I think it's starting to dry up, but
Yes. It was a bit harder today to get any targets.
there was less, but there was a few bigger ones.
Yeah.
One last look at the patch, maybe a couple of days just to make sure, and then
Maybe grid it a bit better.
have another look around.
Yeah. See if the patch continues.
Our plans of returning to the patch for a few more days changed the next morning. We found out that the station people were mustering the area, and so we decided not to be a nuisance and instead pack up and head further up the road. We were exhausted from the heat and the flies anyway, and were looking forward to a different place we both haven't been to before. The first several hundred kilometers were on a dirt road, and not every vehicle that made it in here came back out.
You can fix it.
We headed further north and were looking forward to spending a few days in Karijini National Park. Unfortunately, though, most of the public areas were closed due to bushfires. We found out that there was one swimming hole they didn't shut, and after a quick visit to Tom Price, we sat in the car again on our way to Hamersley Gorge.
There's a waterfall.
Ah. But yeah, look at the crazy foldings in the rocks. Wicked, isn't it? How pretty. What's the temperature?
That's lovely.
Freezing cold?
Ah, it's nice. You just can't stand on the rock at all.
There's something magical about the country in the Pilbara and its gorges. Although we weren't able to explore other areas of the park, we still loved it. At least now we have an excuse to repeat this trip, including another visit to the newly discovered patch, of course. Just because our prospecting trip was cut short, we decided to detect another spot on the way back home. The area caught my eye because drill samples showed shallow gold occurrences. Unfortunately, there was someone else camping right on that spot, so we had to detect around the surrounding flats instead. We spent a couple of days here, but didn't find any gold, so we packed up again and finally drove home.
Both up.
Both. Home sweet home.
It's good to be back. It's starting to get a bit warm.
Yes, and it's a lot nicer sitting here. All in all, it was a really good trip, I think, and we've got a good reason to repeat it.
That's right, yeah. It's all new area, no rubbish, not much signs of any other prospectors. Although there was no... Oh, there goes the beer. Oh, lucky it's not open yet.
Yes. Be careful with that.
Although there was no big gold, but there's gold, so it all adds up. You don't cover much ground just walking and with a 11-inch coil.
The area has got potential. There could be more patches like that out there. But every place has got its time. And with a helicopter the next morning, and we jumped on the two-way, we could hear how people were talking about getting vehicles ready, so we knew there was a muster happening. So they are doing their work. We didn't want to be in the road and decided to leave.
Get out of their hair.
Because the gold has been there for a million years. It'll still be there for a few more weeks.
There.
Yes. We will go back though.
Maybe once it cools down a little bit. At the moment it's 4 in the afternoon and it's 43 degrees still, so it's not very pleasant out there.
Not at all. Oh, my arm's gonna fall off.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, the gold total for this trip was absolutely amazing, I think. It totally paid our expenses to even go onto this trip. So we got how much in total?
It was probably just over an ounce.
Yes.
In total. So not bad for considering the first week we probably had 0.1 of a gram. So
yeah, the first week was a bit sad.
It was pretty sad. I found absolutely nothing. Chrissy had 3 little bits. It's pretty hard to find these days. So we were happy with the ounce.
Yes, most definitely. And you turned it around on day 7 or something.
That's right. Yeah, we only spent 3 days on the patch, so it's definitely not done. There's more there, but we haven't gridded it properly or anything. And we really need to run the 7,000 over it just to check for deeper ones. And
yes, any detector with any different coil would be worthwhile,
it's
really.
Worth running whatever you got over it. Just you never know. You miss bits. It's pretty easy to miss little tiny ones like that anyway.
We would show you the total gold amount, but the gold is actually gone already.
It's already sold.
Sold. Christmas is coming closer and the gold is gone.
The gold's gone. It doesn't last long.
No, but the amazing thing is the purity of the gold out there was 99%, and that's very rare.
Yeah, it's unheard of. Very rare.
Yeah, many areas in Australia have it around 80%. Up here it's mid-90s, sort of 95, 96, sometimes 97, but 99% purity.
Yeah, that's the first I've seen.
Very special.
So it's good quality gold. Just need some more of it. We'll have to do the swaps.
Okay.
Oh.
I know.
It's not that heavy a camera, is it?
Yeah, it's just an awkward angle, so. Yeah. I'm very happy about the rocks we found. Like a bag full of agates and devil's dice in massive sizes I haven't seen before. There's going to be some rock content coming. We just have to build a tumbler first. We already picked a windscreen wiper. But yeah, we'll go more into that in a different video.
Chrissy's probably got half a ton of rocks from the last trip. We brought back more weight than what we took. These are some of the biggest devil's dice I've ever seen.
Yes, likewise. How big are these? Absolutely massive. Absolutely amazing how these were just lying on top of that hill. And some of them are just perfect. Perfect dice. You could write numbers on this one and use it for playing.
And then the tiny clusters with the heap of little squares in them.
Yes.
They just look awesome.
They're amazing. And then, of course, some massive agates. We might even do something with these, cut them. And I reckon these smaller ones here, with all those lines in them, they would look really nice in a tumbler. And yeah, some of the colors in here are amazing. They really come out more when they are wet. So we did have a few problems as well on the trip, like the lack of sun caused flat batteries.
A couple of days of cloudy days. This trip we decided not to take a petrol generator because we've got heaps of solar generators. We looked at the weather and it was all supposed to be fine. But obviously, Mother Nature.
Can't change that. We had a few storms.
Plenty of wind and lightning.
Yeah. What was it like sleeping in that rooftop tent at night?
Yeah, it was horrible. I didn't get much sleep at all. Shaking and lightning was hitting about 50 to 100 metres from us.
That was very scary.
And that was loud.
Yes.
And we're in a rooftop tent, which is scary on its own.
Yes, and then the tent tried to fold us in half while we were in there.
It did try to fold us in half, so we had to strap that down so we didn't get folded in half.
Besides from that, there are a few things we forgot, but nothing really major. Like
no flat tyres.
That's right, yeah, we had it pretty good that way.
Luckily, we had plenty of spares and plugs and compressors. We forgot a few things like potatoes.
Yeah.
They're pretty handy when you're going out in the bush, so they're probably something you'd eat every night. So we forgot potatoes.
I forgot a bungee cord. When you swing a detector all day, even though it's a light detector, and with a tennis elbow, it just would have made things a lot easier.
Does help, yeah.
Yeah, I borrowed yours occasionally, but yeah, then your arm was sore, and then we just swapped that one around, sort of.
And I try to swap to the left arm, but it really doesn't work for me.
No.
It's too far off the ground, I bash rocks too hard, so you need more practice for that.
Yeah, I struggle detecting with my left arm.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
It's the talent.
We only brought one little teaspoon. We didn't have any tablespoons. We had one little teaspoon. That was it.
Nothing major. We had plenty of stuff to survive.
I'd say we could have survived for a month and longer.
Probably 4 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
With the water we had and plenty of food. You always take a bit more than what you would need in case you don't know, you might break down. And you're a long way from anywhere, so you have to be sort of prepared.
So we also let somebody know where we were going to go.
And we checked in every day.
So yeah, it's almost Christmas. We're going to take a few days off.
Yep, we're nearly finished for the year.
Yeah. And to do something different, we even thought about maybe going for a trip to the coast. We'll be driving a few thousand kilometers again.
Because last time we did the coast run, we ran into heaps of people saying there's gold here, and so
we didn't have any detectors that time. We're not going to do that mistake again.
No, they're not hard to throw them in.
That's
they don't take up much room.
Yeah. We thought we wanted to go for a holiday and not detecting, but that was a silly idea.
Yeah, especially when it's all new country you haven't been to, and you just feel like having a look.
So we've actually been quite busy since we've come back. We've done a lot of work around here. We had to do one trip to the vet.
Yep.
For Layla, the girl, she had a sore eye. Now she's getting some cream on it.
And as soon as we got back, she had a fight with a bung arrow, so now she's got a sore ear as well.
A trip to the vet is over 400 kilometers, and that day we drove 950 kilometers to the vet and back here.
And yeah, you don't want to do that every week.
So yeah, we're slowly getting ready for Christmas as well.
Yep, it's only a few days to go.
Yeah, so we'll probably just spend the days around here, sitting in the pool, maybe fully submerged.
Yes, it's that time of year, wind down, enjoy a bit of time off. With family if you can.
Yeah.
I've got everything I need right here.
Aww. We hope you're going to have a good time over Christmas.
Enjoy it with family and friends.
And then we'll see you in the new year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, this is how you cool down in the bush. Oh.